Hey there, happy Wednesday. I'm coloring. Working again in this book, The Parables of Jesus, coloring book devotional by Laura James and Katara Washington Patton. And I did notice that this is on it's on Amazon. There's probably some other places where you can get it too. I would say check thrift books. They might have a copy that's pre-owned that might not have a lot of coloring in it because there's a lot of books I've gotten from there, coloring books that really haven't had, you know, some of them had none in there, no coloring at all, that were pre-owned. But it's 15.99 on Amazon. But I got mine like I don't know, I think like 4 or 5 years ago. 4 years, well, maybe almost five now. From Ollie's. So, and I got it for $1.99. I might have gotten a little bit off from that too because I'm in that Ollie's Army thing. But so I'm just kind of going over I've colored this page like back when I got the book. And so I'm just kind of when I looked at it, it's like I want these colors to pop more, and there's more things I know how to do now, and all that kind of stuff with colored pencils. I got better pencils now, um, pencils that I know do certain things, and so or allow me to do certain things. So I'm just kind of I don't know what you'd call it what I'm doing with the page, but I'm just kind of going over it and making things how I want it to look now. Okay, maybe I do need to get rid of this stuff on here. Hold on. Started making my list yesterday, or this morning, sorry, for the categories for my books that I was talking about. Regular books, not coloring books. Um, so I've been doing that. I did that just this morning and need a place to start with that. So that's where I'm starting. Probably it's like a long term project, but knowing where my destination is helps. And having them organized according to subject or how I use them is a start. I don't know where we're going after that. Just letting the Lord lead me. So, and the weather. They said it was supposed to rain today, and even in the forecast this morning it said rain, and it's been snowing. That's how it is around here. You kind of have to look outside, look at the sky. Don't. Sometimes the weather report doesn't really help around here. I think I got used to looking at the weather so much like I always have because of my parents coming from farmers on both sides of my family, and then also that kind of helped when I started gardening. And then when I came out here, it was the kind of weather I didn't know anything about this. It was like a whole different thing, and I think it's because we're kind of in a microclimate, and I think that's also why um, the weather report. You can't always go by the weather report. There's something interesting I noticed when I was looking on that website the other day for that knockout gnats. stuff, is that our zone number has changed. And so I need to investigate that and find out, is it just because, like, what is the reason for it, and is it still the same, you know, I can't figure out the word. Is it really just the same as it was? They just changed the number, or is it that something has changed about the climate here? Why does it look so weird to me? Upside down? These bright lights are weird. I think it's a Crayola pencil. Why does it look like it just has so much on there? It's got the word on there 3 times. Oh, can I do that? Oh, it does. Different. Violet, purple, violetta, purpura, violet, purple. Trying to say it French. Kind of separate. I did this last night too. I separated my pencils and I put them all back in the thing because it just like there were just too many. But I don't know. We'll make another attempt at trying to put my pencils back today. We'll see if it works. I just got, I think, I think I probably did a little organizing of boxes yesterday. A little light, not huge. After I was on here. And so this was not on the list to do. It's like, I'll just put it back in there. Let's do this first instead. I wanted to do something where I was standing up, not sitting down. What is this? Must be a Xena color. Nope, it's a Prisma. I need to dump that. Maybe I should do it now, although my keyboard's on here. Dump my little shavings tray. See if I can do that without knocking my keyboard over. Let's see. Okay. We kind of did this, for what? I don't know. I just started doing it. But I really... Let's see. Put that back, that back, that back. Okay. I also have to look for some cases today that I have, and like small like plastic cases to put some of my what do you call it? Some of my things in. Like I'm thinking of putting this in something different. And I think I need to change what I have like all my blending stuff in. Trying to group like things together and stuff, but then I also have to have a container that really fits it. So yeah, I gotta do some digging around for what I have that I can put that in that will actually sit nicely on my desk. So I just gotta close some things. I got too many things open on my other computer, and I didn't let them move in. I wonder what would happen if I did this. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Is this in focus? Good morning, Shar. Happy Wednesday. Let's see, I might put some music on this morning just because I can. but I don't want it to be too loud. Uh. Da, da, da. So let's see, anything else going on? Nothing new since yesterday. I want to try to well, I got to play around more with that Prism Live. Um, it's interesting. Seems kind of useful, helpful. But I got to figure out, how useful it is to me and um, what ways I can use it. But one thing I think it would be good for, it's a much simpler interface than OBS. So, and you can also, I guess, do things like put, opening banners on there and things like that, which I guess is what, I see people doing that on YouTube, but I never have time to figure that kind of stuff out. But it might be useful for me to know. I don't know. It depends on like how much energy I really want to put into that. It's got to weigh out what my use and what I'm going to use it for. And so whether I delve into like finding out more about it and trying to do those things, because this is more stuff in my head. I may not need more stuff in my head. I may not need that stuff in my head. So can be curious about everything, but you can't always do everything. Can't do everything you want to do. And but yeah, I think it would be nice to use for like gaming, because there are a couple games I play. Well, actually, more than a couple. I need to get. I can't help it. I've been gaming for too long since the very first Zelda. So it's like it's just like I don't know, part of my life. But I think it would be good for that. In that Hedgies game that I play, oh my gosh, it had the cutest um Christmas event. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. They had this thing you had to make a snow globe, and then you use the snow globe and make it snow. And it was just so cute. And that snow creates snow piles that you would collect that would help you make other things. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking cute. I wanted to stream some of that so bad, but like I didn't feel like going through the trouble, like cuz I get upset if something doesn't look. I want it to look nice when I do it. I don't want it to be like some, you know, just kind of I want it to look good. I don't want it to look ugly or anything like that. At least even if it's going to be basic, if it's going to be basic, I want it to look good still. And I'm not able to do that with OBS, and I got to learn how to do it with Prisma Live. Um, but I would have loved. I really wanted to do that. That was the cutest event, and I don't ever remember them doing. They never did anything like that before. Not an event with the snow globe thing. I thought that snow globe thing was so freaking cute. It was so cute, and the little snow piles were cute too. I love that game because I love the graphics. I went to the shadow around these guys. Who's this? Not the violet in the throne. Hey Dawn, Happy New Year. This book is stuff everywhere always. The Parables of Jesus Coloring Book Devotional by Laura James and Katara Washington Patton. It is on Amazon for $15.99, but I actually got mine from Ollie's a few years ago for $1.99. So I would say check around some of your budget places because they might have a copy of these for cheap. And I haven't looked at thrift books yet. Put that on my watch. But thrift books might have a copy too. I get a lot of my used books from there. So, and I've gotten used coloring books from there that have been like hardly anything colored in them, sometimes nothing colored in them. Which I like to do if it's a book I'm not sure that I really am going to want to go there. Do I really like when I was like, do I really like this illustrator? I don't know, and I was trying to figure out what styles of things I liked coloring. I would get books from them. So just kind of touching up, doing things, adding some zhuzh to pages in here that I've already colored, and I think I've only colored like 2 or 3. The paper's pretty good in it, and I'm thinking like for coloring in here in the future that I might want to put some of that satin, that golden satin whatever stuff. It's usually right next to me. I can't see it all of a sudden. Where put it? Oh no, I can't see it. Anyway, that or like some kind of watercolor grounds or something on it, so I could use other things on the pictures besides pencils. So like I could use water or whatever. But the nice thing about these pictures too is they don't have anything on the other side, so you're safe there. I don't know. Do you have like a 5 below? Well, I will say one thing. If I happen to see another copy of this in Ollie's whenever I go back there again, because I try to stay out of there so I don't spend money, but it's really close to me. If I find another copy, I will pick it up and then I'll give it to somebody. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something. And the devotional readings in here are nice too. Which, you know me, like in coloring books and things, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's too like corny. But no, I like the ones in here. And I like that the illustrations are really folksy, kind of, like kind of like folk art. I like that. Hey, Anfield. This is your live day today, isn't it? It's Wednesday. I reminded myself today, like, you gotta look and see, like, if Anfield does a video today. With the trains. I've always been fascinated by those, the little setups, like the dioramas and doll houses that have, like, more kind of realistic, like, um, they're more realistic, like, houses and more realistic furniture and objects. I've always been fascinated by that. And I watched a documentary actually. This woman actually who was kind of considered the pioneer of forensic medicine or forensics. What do you call it? I don't know. Like with criminology or whatever. She actually, like, she's like from the 40s or 50s, and she would do dioramas of crime scenes. She became very, like, I don't know, it became like a thing, and she was somebody I think that was called on for certain cases or stuff to show, like, depict what happened, what they think happened and things like that. I find that documentary. It was really good. It's like, who knew that making little furniture and little people and things would become that beneficial? It's really cool. Ouch. Ooh. I hit my elbow on this stuff, which, like, okay, that can be painful. This is a big jar. I probably should move it. But I've been trying to keep using it on my hands because my hands keep getting so dry. Hey, Amy. Link. Oh, the video. I don't know where the. I'm gonna have to do it another time because I don't know where I saw it. Um, and I can't remember the name of it. I can't even remember her name. So I'm gonna have to, like, and maybe I'll post it on my wall. Um, I was also thinking I needed to post that Nat Be Gone on my wall too. Stuff I posted on my that I was talking about in the video that I have privated now, just because I was flashing all my business. It was a really good documentary, though. And it kind of takes away some of the white. I don't want to take all of it away. I kind of make it look like tiles, kind of, sort of. Oh, link to Amy's channel? Oh, that's easy. I can do that. One sec. Da, 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 da. Where am I? What? Oh. Make sure my volumes. Oh, maybe I can't do that. Shoot. Actually, trying to figure out the easiest way to do this. Amy, I didn't know I had you as a mod. I didn't know I had anybody as a mod. It could make everybody a mod, I suppose. Here we go. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? I can unmod you to take the heat off. If you want, because I don't know why I have anybody there as mod. I have no idea. And like, why am I so challenged right now? I'm like, how do I do this? I think my brain is it's in coloring mode, so it's like not da, 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 da. Did that post? Okay, it did. I don't know. I thought that music was going to be calm, and it's getting all kind of crazy. It's like that's not what I wanted. I don't know how much of it you can hear, but give me lounge, give me lounge. It's all jumpy and things. I like jumpy music when I gotta do a lot of work. That's when I put on the techno, so I can dance and work. Dance and work. You're welcome. Let me post. Always find Anfield's videos. I post them to my wall. So, but let me see. I got it open, so I can share it while I'm in that mood. Anfield. Oh, how did I do that? Do I have two windows open on this? Da-da-da-da. Oh, I think now because it's just a handle, I think that's what takes you there. So, oh, you can't hear any music? Okay, that might be good for you then, because I know some people don't like music, but I kind of need it sometimes to, get in the zone. Okay, okay, it's the same thing. I wonder why that didn't do that. It's kind of weird and crazy music, so some of it. I don't know what this lounge one is doing. There's Anfield's channel. He does model trains and is working on. Oh, he's got a big project with the model train layout. So you can watch the progress he's making on it. Hey, while I'm here, let's see what else can we do. See, when I start doing the type in, I get in a whole nother mode. She doesn't have another coloring book. I don't think. And Laura James is actually the illustrator. I've been trying to find another. It seems like she illustrates for people. That like that's what she does. And I can't find another. I'm still searching to see if she's done another coloring book. But this is for this book that I'm coloring in. Here's the link on Amazon for the book. And you could, oh my gosh, why is that so long? Can I delete that? That's too long. Oh, brother. I wasn't going for all that. Hold on. That's huge. What is the deal with that? Oh, it didn't did it show up like that? It doesn't look as long on my on the okay. It opens up right. Okay. That's interesting because on my in Restream it's showing this really like paragraph long link. Good lord. I mean it's really long, but it doesn't show up like that on YouTube. That's good. Good to know. Okay, we're done with that. See my brain just locks in when I get one place, I just lock in and then I can't get out. That this is me. This is how I am. That's why I say I think I have some kind of learning difference or something, but I don't know what it is. And I don't know why it is. It just is. So I'm just like, I just deal with it and try to. There's more stuff in there. I hate to blow it. My hair turned out so good today. I should be going somewhere. I've been trying to like I have this thing like I am blow dryer challenged, but I do have that Rev Air blow dryer. I have the first generation. Um and that thing really really works nice, but it's a huge. I got the first generation and it is like a huge contraption. It's like it looks like a small vacuum cleaner. Um and so yeah, so it's not like, I'll be pulling that thing out every day. Um and I'm not but it does take away the challenge of blow drying. Which like I just can't do it. I've never been able to get that right. Um and but the Rev Air keeps you from like ripping your hair out and all the other kind of stuff. It's really nice. If you can get one and you like to blow dry, well, it's you got to kind of weigh the, you know, whatever in cost benefit. At the time, though, I was able to do that, and especially because the challenge of blow drying my hair, and I wasn't sure how much I would want to blow dry my hair going natural, and so I got one, and I'm glad I did. And now I don't know, I may be at the stage where I'm going to use it more because um, I'm thinking, yeah, I was. You could tell I was in shock over that link. It's like, what? No, wait, no, wait, get rid of it. No, but I was getting ready to go to Tiny URL and do it there, but um, it doesn't look that bad. In what the heck is my thing gonna act right? Child, something's always wanting to update. Does it want to update? No, it says it's up to date. So why aren't you acting right? Lord have mercy. Um, yeah, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Sure. Um, da-da. Hello. Okay, reset. Get my brain back on track. I don't even remember what I was saying just a minute ago. I forgot. It'll come back to me if it was worth saying. Okay. So I did that pot, did that. Got the bread. They're eating bread. I'm afraid to touch their skin because with their skin I was trying to make it like, so there was representation of everybody because honestly, like when I have a party, well, when I used to have parties when I lived in where I used to live, like there was everybody there. So it's more representative of the kind of parties I used to have. We'd all be there. And so that's what I tried to do with this picture. But like it's hard making sure the skin tone is, so I'm not sure if I can really like touch that up. That's gonna that's gonna take time so that I don't wind up making everybody look the same. I don't want to do that. I don't want everybody looking the same. Oh, that turned out more blue than I wanted it to. Does this thing reset? This computer really does not like Firefox. I don't know why. Hmm. How many things can it? Let's quit a bunch of things and see what happens. Well, there's not much to quit. I think that would make the fan go off. It's still not. It's like, I don't know. Well, it is the older computer. It is the one that got me to get another one and use two at the same time because it just can't. There's certain things it just doesn't seem to like. And if I had the time, I would actually go in and look at everything that's there and research compatibility of things and like kind of switch out certain components inside the computer, the hard drive, but I don't have time for that. And I don't know that I want to take it to somebody else and have them do it and pay for it either. I'm not sure if it's worth it to me. Because the thing is, it's not really hard. It's just that you have to investigate what's going to work together, and with your board and all that other kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't have time for all that. What color is this? I like how sharp this pencil is. That's what I really like about it. But I don't know if I should be making it the same color as the wine. See, that fan just, it does not like Firefox. Mm-mm. Oh, I watched Black Mirror last night. I watched an episode. I think I'm on. I watched episode 4, I think, last night, and of the first season, and then I just watched a teeny bit, just the very beginning of the next episode, which is, I guess it's episode 5. Um, this morning. It's gonna be good. So I shut it off, and um I shut it off and said, like okay, we'll watch this later because it's gonna be good. I really like that show. I really like it, and I know I'm late to the game, just like I was kind of. Well, I wasn't exactly late to the game for Animal Kingdom. Kind of was though, because I think I don't know. I was late to it. I think the pandemic kind of cut or something, I don't know, something cut into it that I watched as much as I could for the seasons that were available, and then I had to stop because there were no more seasons available or something. But anyway, I didn't watch Black Mirror because I had gotten rid of my Netflix. Um, Even though I had like that 5.99 streaming thing or whatever. I don't know. It was going through all these changes, but what I really watched Netflix for was for DVDs. And so it's like, nah, and then I wasn't really watching things anymore like I used to, so I just got rid of it. Plus I was getting kind of suspect with how they were doing things, so I got rid of it. But now I got it back again. I can't remember. I got it back for some reason. I don't know. Did I get a deal or something I wanted to watch or whatever? And because I got rid of Hulu because Disney was taking it over, and I don't like Disney. I got a thing with Disney. Um, it's just personal. Not into influencing anybody on my decisions for why I do it. It's just personal. So yeah. So then I got rid of Hulu and said, well, let's get Netflix. So I did. And I think I may have gotten it because I have a colleague who um used to watch Black Mirror when it was out. And I didn't have Netflix at the time, so I couldn't watch it and we couldn't talk about it. But everything she said about it I thought was like, oh my gosh, that's interesting. But I just wasn't ready for it. Wasn't in the mood. Now I'm in the mood, and it's really, really interesting. And it's interesting to watch it now, like 5 years later, and see how things with technology has progressed and how it seems like, that was kind of predictive. They kind of predicted that in the show. The writing is really good too. That I would not be watching it if the writing wasn't good. Although the way the last episode I watched ended, the very ending, I feel like they could have done something different with it. I was kind of a little bit like, yeah, well, and then they kind of left it hanging. But the way they left it, the way it ended, and it left it hanging, it made me wonder about who those two characters really are. Who are they? So, which in a way is kind of a nice way to end, but also I felt like there was something else they could have done. I don't know. I'm watching Black Mirror, and I can't talk right because of the braces. I don't know what's going on in there. I go next Tuesday to have my adjustment. What's this doing? I'm not trying to do that. Here we go. And right now, this is the only thing I'm watching on there, although I have lots of things I think in my watch list. But I don't know how much really care about everything in my watch list because I don't know when I made it. I don't know when I made the watch list. And like, there's time I will watch like I will shut something off quick. like and say, nope, not watching that. So, excuse me. Um, it's got to have something that holds my attention. And also, if they put too many commercials on before the thing even starts, I'm like, nope, I'm done. I don't even let the thing start. It's like, I'm done. I ain't got time for that. I hate commercials. And like, I come from the era where cable TV, like the wonder of cable TV was no commercials. The wonder of things like Netflix was no commercials. And now they're loaded with commercials. And they'll only like get rid of them, just like with YouTube. They'll only get rid of them if you pay more. I'm like, what the heck? This was supposed to be the bonus to not, to have this over network television. And now they're everywhere. That's one reason why I kind of have been thinking about just going analog. I don't know how hardcore with it. And there's some things, I'm still going to have to use it for certain things, but I just don't like how there's a commercial in everything. And then it's not just a commercial in everything, it's the types of commercials. It's like, what are you showing me that for? I don't need that. I don't care about that. I'll never get that. Get out of my face. I ain't got time for it. They're wasting my time. Stop wasting my time. I get mad when people waste my time. Can you tell? Oh, that's funny. I'm with him. Yeah, it's like I don't like it. And I don't like the idea somebody working so hard to sell me something. It's like, can you just work harder on making a better product and leave me the F alone? Sorry, I had to say that, and I didn't say it all the way, but that. When I get mad, that's usually what comes out of my mouth. But that's really how I feel. Just stop. Just stop. That's why I want to tell them. Just stop. Relax. Stop. You'll make money if you have a good product. I'm sick of people. Sorry, that just came out. Not you people, but people, just the way we can be, humans in society, the way we can be, where it's like, make money, make money, make money. Is your product good? Or are you just trying to shove something at us so you can fill your pocket? I got an issue with that. I really do. I mean, you can tell that. Ooh, don't get me on that one. It takes me on a whole, like, thing. That's why I like things like the Revere. And now this can be a problem because like I was working poor for a long time now, and I haven't forgotten that. I haven't forgotten what that's like, and I still have some of my ways, I think, good practices from having been that, and I could be that again. There's no guarantee. But now, like, to be able to afford something like that Revere dryer with it's I've had that for a long time. My gosh, I may have had it for 10 years. They came out with a new version that's smaller, but I didn't get it because I got the old one and it works. Um, and I'm going to use it until it doesn't work anymore. And this is the thing, when you make a good product, what happens is you tell other people about it. And so now other people, if you want any of you wanted to get it or whatever, um not only do you get to benefit from the product, or they get to benefit from you telling about the product, and you get to benefit from the fact that there's a newer version that works just as well and isn't as huge. Because everybody I've seen who had it, and some person that I saw who has the first one and also bought the second one because they're like a reviewer, likes both and uses both. But and like Dyson, I Dyson vacuum cleaners. I love Dyson vacuum cleaners. And I feel like no matter what, if I can afford another kind of vacuum cleaner and I can't afford the Dyson, I will save my money, do without until I can get the Dyson because they stand by their product. I hope they never change. I hope they never change. I like companies like that. You get loyalty. And yeah, you don't buy a vacuum cleaner every day, but you tell other people about it. And why can't you arrange your business so that you know that people don't buy a vacuum cleaner every day? And I think that's what Dyson does. I think that's why their vacuum cleaners cost how much they do because they know people don't buy a vacuum cleaner every day. Oh my gosh, I'm going on a whole like consumer consumerism trip. And the benefit of not needing a vacuum cleaner every day, not buying a vacuum cleaner every day, and not having it conk out on you after 2 years, and having to get another one is there's less stuff in the landfill. I don't understand how humans, how we're so smart yet we're so stupid. We can figure this stuff out. There's just a whole lot of reasons why we don't want to. And a lot of that is because of the people who are making money now don't want to stop making more money, which I'm sure there's another way. I know, I don't know, if they were trusting the Lord, I'm sure they'd find out. Ooh, we're getting a whole lot of knowledge here about Kofi. Cool. Tell us about it. What else do I want to do now? So I did the floor a little bit. I want to outline this with. I could. What will that do? Does that look silly? I could never do color a page and put in this much detail, as little detail as I'm doing. I couldn't do that all in one sitting with a picture. I couldn't do it. It has to be a come back later thing. I just can't do it. I feel like my eyes get picture blind. Like I don't get to where I don't even see it anymore, and then I probably mess it up. I need some distance from it. I wish I knew how to design a long-term business plan like that for a product that where they can still make money but make a good product and not require and have it be where people don't have to keep buying it all the time. And they have to keep buying a new one. And the company can still survive without trying to goop consumers. I feel like if there's a desire for it and you're willing to wait and pour and work on the answer to that, it can happen. But if you don't have the desire and you just want the easy way out and you just want the money, you won't find out. I want some business people to have the heart and desire to find out. I don't know where they're at. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. why I did that. Kind of makes it look like satin or something, which isn't bad. It's interesting. Not sure how to make the wine look like wine. That's what that is, the wineskin bursting. Mm-hmm. If you have any pages now that any of you would like me to share, let me know. And I will do that. Although, like, what I could do is mod you guys up. I might do it just for this stream, though, just because, like, I can't keep track of things like that. And I don't know. Can I do this? How do we do this? There's moderator. Doesn't matter which one. I changed chat modes and live and also has. I don't know. Let's try one and then let me know if it doesn't work and then I'll change it to the other. Because I've never done that. I'm changing giving everybody standard moderator just to help you share your stuff and things. And if it doesn't allow you to do that, let me know and I'll change it to the other one. Because Shard's given some good information. Mm-hmm. So one thing on my list is to look at that. I need to watch that Black Mirror episode. Maybe, I don't know. I was kind of thinking, it would be nice to have a stream where you do like, everybody like in our little community here shares their Ko-fi pages and stuff. Maybe I want that because like I'm so like frazzled that if I have it all in one place, if there's one live I can go to and get everybody's, that would be nice for me. I wonder, like, should I have it white space around it? I kind of like it with the white space around it rather than having it dark. I don't really want to change that. Okay, this big dark line is bothering me. Where are you, Foxy? This one big table line is kind of bugging me. That's the only black line in here that bugs me. One on that table. It's getting a little brighter outside. Something about this table. There's something I can line it with. Okay, now we're just covering the line. It's like, no, it's too much. It's too intense. It's almost like it feels like it brings the whole picture, like, puts your focus on it. Maybe that's just me, but I just feel like it's taking up too much. I wonder if this would do that in. It's interesting how this really just the fan keeps going on it. Cool. Sounds good, Char. It's a nice idea about the Valentine's promotion too. Do I have? I need something with a real. I feel like I want to get more into this, but there's so much going on. Oh, maybe if I just do that. And I'm using different pencils, like all the pencils I have out in my loose thing here. This guy. Um, this right now. This is a polychromos. I like it because it's got the sharp point. So it's gonna do what I need to get done. It's not a smudgy pencil, so it won't mess up my lines here. cool. Well, let me. Oh, jeez. I can't click. I was trying to click to go to the page. Can't do that in Restream. It blocked it. Sorry about that. Let me go to my YouTube page. I guess it pays to have this open in another window. Cool. Wow, that clouds and lightning is awesome. I love that. And it's in the shape of a heart. How cool is that? See, I need to do more, still, as always, daily drawing and sketching. I really do. I'll have to watch the rest of that video. Time is 11:15. How long have we been on? Hour? Okay. What else do we want? You wear red lips? I don't want to give them all red lips, do I? It's a pencil with the point, though. Okay, that might be doing too much, trying to do the nails. Do they paint their toes? Still have to do all of these guys. That would be quicker with a gel pen. Let's see if I can figure out what kind of... Oop, there's the plow. Brown, where's that one? There's one. Oh, that's just dark maroon. I don't think that was the color to use. Screwed up, screwed up, screwed up. I need the brown. Don't play around. Use the brown. And where am I using it? Well, it's not where I intended, but that's what we're doing. This isn't sharp enough, and I don't want to sharpen it because these are too hard to sharpen. I need to figure out what to do with these. Child, I'm going to get that intense with it and try and look up what this... Trying to picture... I remember my uncle had one. But of course not the same as one from the old days. But I remember he had a wineskin. That was like a thing in the 60s with the hippies and things. I want to see what one looks like. How to color the end. So I wonder, is it kind of supposed to be rope or? Trying to figure out how to make those look. There's always metallic markers or acrylic markers. Where are my markers? I've been doing so much organizing. Did I put them back in the case? I might be able to do those now. Let me see this one here. Ouch. I have to fall out the chair. These all empties. Nope, they're not all empties. Miniature brushes. Oh, these are all things that need to find their home. Nope. That's not it. I'd rather know where do I put it. I can't put it back where it was. Can't reach it to put it down. I don't know that I want to use fine hairs. I don't have anything out. Although I do have a bunch of these that need to go away. Yeah, look at this. These need to go back in their place. Well, let's just use them while they're out. Yeah, some of these are weird colors anyway. They're from the... They're like mixture, I think, of Dasket and Color It. Which reminds me, there's another water-based marker that needs to go in its place. I need the greens to finish the little pieces, little bits on it in our Carlson page. This color is kind of abrasive, but it might blend okay. Ooh-cha. That's a lot. Boy, this is ready to come out. It's like really potent. I forgot there's two sides to them. They're red. Ooh, it's red. Just remember this one being more red than purple. Dasket? It's like some generic brand that I got from Amazon. Not this is. I don't really like gel pens. They get on my nerves. But and I'm not sure about like like I mentioned before, like what if it just wears off? The color just wears off. If you can just rub it off when it's dry, after it's dry. I don't know. It's like not like I want to like archive things for decades, but I'd like it to be okay for 5 years, maybe. And I don't know much about gel pens, and I don't know that they really last that long. So I've kind of been not really. Um, I've been hesitant to use them. But it's bright. Since this is out, we might use it because it matches. And this is another kind of generic brand, Sioux Color water-based marker, double tipped. I got a long time ago, like 5 years ago, probably. That makes sense. And make sure I don't put my hand on what I already worked on. This AI music thing is playing stupid stuff. It's just like really stupid sounds. Like what the heck is that? That doesn't sound like loud music to me. Weird. Okay. Back to this. Back to this. I don't know. I got this red out. I should probably use it, right? I'm gonna put it next to the lady in red. It's in the middle. kind of want a green, but maybe I'll just use this pencil. This one. I think I'm gonna head out because I'm getting hungry. I need to eat something. So some things besides finishing all the tips of all of these wineskins lined all around. I don't know if you can see that they're like all around the picture. Yeah, they're actually wineskins. Like there's two wineskins in it, and they look like yin and yang, but it's actually two wineskins. Because it's the parable of the from Luke 57:38. Luke 5:37 through 38. And no one puts new wine in old wineskins, for the new wine would burst the wineskins, spilling the wine and ruining the skins. New wine must be stored in new wineskins. And hold on 1 second. Flip. So the picture is framed with a bunch of wineskins, and the ladies are like, gathered, and she's pouring the wine into a new wineskin, and then she's pouring the wine into an old one, and this is where it bursts. You see that? Kind of cute. Not cute, not nice, but it's bursting. So it's like broken there, and then that's the wine. And she's like, oh no! Oh my! It's cute. I like this picture. So I'm just going to keep coloring the wineskins. I need to do the background, of course. I don't know if I get the inspiration to be able to properly do the skin tones to kind of, give it some, like contouring or whatever you call that. I may not, though. My first inclination is just to leave it alone. Don't mess it up. Because colors with pencils can be so odd sometimes that like it can turn something more orange or more green or more purple or more whatever. So like I kind of don't want to mess with it. Because I don't even remember what pencils I colored this with. Possibly Starjoy Golds, or I don't know. I have no idea because it's from a long time ago. So background, finish the wineskin tips. I'm probably gonna do their toes. I need to do something with their toes. They all got the toenails there. And anything else they found that kind of was lagging or whatever. I do want to get out a gray pencil and touch up her dress. Everybody else's dress, I think I'm satisfied with. And I also need to decide, am I giving them eyebrows? Am I going to color in the eyebrows? I did with her, and I was like, do I like that or not? And then I got to, then again, think of, like, I don't know, what color for everybody's eyebrows, which might not be a bad thing. So probably eyebrows, too. I just got to think on it. And that'll be it for this picture. So And I got to keep these together. This will be easy to remember, but these might not be. So keep these together. So thank you all for joining me. This has been a lot of fun. It's been nice having you here, and lots of good information you've been giving me. And y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.